Hey y'all, it's your girl Keisha. Y'all are now kicking it with the Hennies. Well, one of the Hennies. Um, so y'all, the last video that I did, I was in the car and I was telling y'all that um I would be changing lanes. I would no longer be working in the office during the job that I was doing before. And I had went into detail as to why. Well, first I was talking about my mindset, how things was with a previous job, and how all of that correlated into my way of thinking about things with the office job that I was previously at. So I am now working at home. Um, it even though I had been in the office about 2 months, it was a big difference. It's already a big difference because, you know, they say it takes like 2 weeks to get in the habit of something. So mind you, I was at that office for 2 months. So when I came back home and got all my stuff set up to begin working from home, it was kind of like bittersweet because I had already started some kind of relationships with some of my coworkers and interacting with other people. And, previous to that, I had already been working from home for a good 2 or 3 years. So I had got used to being at home. But then when I got in the office and I had got back acquainted with, getting up in the morning, having a routine, going in the office, working, taking a lunch, like a routine. Um, it was kind of different again. So I'm like starting over now. But I don't regret the transition to coming back to home. Not so much the work, but for me, like I told you guys before, I had came in a mindset where I don't know. I felt like my growth was being stunted there already. Like the job wasn't hard at all. It was just the management and how they went about doing things. And, you know, if you're a subordinate and you have these people under you or working with you that are trying to make things easier for their coworkers or the whole process itself, and then you're not listening, then that lowers the morale of the whole thing. And like I said, for me, it was just too much required for us to do in reference to the pay. And if the math ain't mathing, I gotta go because I had a whole family that I'm trying to help my husband support. And so, with that being said, if it's not feasible to me or beneficial to my family, I gotta do something else. So anyway, I'm saying all that to say, I'm so far so good. I'm happy with the transition, but that's not really what I came to talk to y'all about. Um, what I wanted to talk about was, like sometimes your mind, like for me, I don't know. I don't think it's like ADHD or nothing, but my mind just goes like I have like a entrepreneurial spirit. I went to school for business, so it's always my wheels are always turning. So even when I'm not working for an employer, like I'm always trying to get the bag. Like I'm always trying to figure out a way to make some money. And some of y'all know I like to craft. I make shirts. Um, I do a lot of things. Like if my husband was here, he'd probably be naming like a whole bunch of stuff. But like I'm not afraid to go out there and get the money. I don't care if it's daggone doing a quick gig somewhere, Amazon Flex or Uber, something. I'm gonna do it. Like if I gotta do it, I'm gonna do it. I have no problem trying to get the bag. So with that being said, I was just thinking today, like, um, in my downtime, because I had a lot of downtime today. Just certain things that like I want to do. Like, have you ever thought about like what is your calling? Like, I do know how to do a lot of things and I do everything that I know how to do very well, but like I kind of want to get in the lane and stay in it. But it's hard for me to get in the lane and stay in it because there's so many other things that I like to do or want to try to do and things like that. So every time I bring up an idea to my husband, he's not like, oh Lord, but he's like, here we go again, because he knows like once I say I want to do something, 9 times out of 10, I've already like attempted it before I told him about it, or he knows I'm about to do it. So my question for y'all today is like, have you ever just been going, but you haven't felt fulfilled? Like, do you know what it is that you want to do, and you don't know how to like go about it? Or are you still in that space where you're like, what do I want to do? Like, what do I really like? What is my calling? Or like, I really want to do this, but is the reward like rewarding, or is it worth me doing? Like tell me like where you guys are at, like as far as your purpose, your calling. Is there something that you want to do that you're afraid to do? Like, what is it? Comment below, let me know. Let's talk about it. I do want to do like a continuation about this because I feel like it does need to be talked about. A lot of us look on social media and people are posting all these things that they're doing, trips they're taking, money they're making, and things like that, but they never talk about like the journey they went through to get there, or if they're still going through a journey, or how do they overcome certain things, like. So I feel like it needs to be talked about. So if you guys comment below, let me know how you feel. Let me know what you think. Give me some feedback, and then we can touch on some of those comments. Again, y'all be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all our social medias. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you share this video, because I really do want to like dig a little deeper. I just need some feedback, a little back and forth, and I look forward to hearing from y'all. Talk to y'all later.